Alright guys, welcome back to my Diablo 3 Platinum Guide. This is part 2. Part 1 we should have gone all the way through the story. You should have items that I sent you gone all the way through the story, and you should have got the majority of trophies that way. So part 2. Yeah, so part 2, all we're going to be doing is we're going to be leveling the rest of our classes. Now, first of all, you should have been working towards this in actually when you went through the story, but hopefully you got this trophy during the story. I did when I went through just running it for this guide, you know, just practicing things. I did get this trophy doing that. It's the trophy for getting 5,000 cursed kills on cursed enemies. It should be here somewhere. Now this trophy, a lot of trophies you can actually get them in local co-op. Yeah, almost all the trophies you can get in local co-op. There it is. Kill 5,000 cursed enemies. Yeah, so a lot of trophies you can get in local co-op, but the cursed enemies, for some reason, that only counts for the person actually killing the enemy. There are other kill related trophies like kill elite enemies, kill elite enemies, kill elite enemies with skeletons. They count for both of you no matter who gets the kills, but a cursed enemy, it only counts for the person who's actually doing the kills. So hopefully you've got that. If you haven't got it, if you press options, come into challenges, and you should have a tracker for it. If you go into classes, it should be near the bottom. It should be here somewhere. Yeah, curse your enthusiasm. There you go. It will tell you exactly how many you've got there at the moment. So if you go on that, that will tell you how many. And all you want to be doing on your main account, you don't need the other player with you now. Just on your main account, one player. Just keep opening a rift by going to this obelisk. Just give them to any town square. Open a Netherland rift, and just go through that until you get that cursed enemy trophy. Make sure you're obviously using the same build where you're always cursing enemies. As advice in the first part. Now, once you've done that, hopefully you got that during the game anyway, guys, like during the story. Once you've done that, the main actual part of this step is to get all your characters to level 70. Now, the quickest way to do that is to log in, load the game up with your alternate account that you took through the game with your main account to begin with. So when you, in part 1, we went through the main game on your main account, but you brought an alternate character with you as well via local co-op. So both you completed the main quest, the main campaign. You need to load his game up, so he's the host, and then have your main account join them. And what that will do, that will allow you to keep changing classes on your main account, and you can keep the same character on the other account as you go through the rifts, leveling them characters. So it does sound a little bit complicated, but once you've done it a few times, it's not too bad. What you would do, if I got the right controller here, I've got two controllers, so I want to make sure I got the right one. Yeah, so once you're both logged in, you'll go into game settings. Like I say, your alternate needs to be the host, and your main account needs to be the guest. So you want to be an adventure, and you go into difficulty, and you want to go on Torment 6. Now Torment 6 only becomes unlocked when you've completed the campaign, and if you're using a character which hasn't completed the campaign, like an account, then you'll not be able to access it. Even if one of you's completed it but the other hasn't, this will not be available. That's why we had to get two of us through the campaign. So you just keep going through we'll get all the rift trophies here and get everybody to level 70. Don't worry, that will all, both of you will get them trophies, so your main account will get them all, don't worry. And the way we'll do it, so the host, the person who's never going to be changing character, they want to be the necromancer, with the sort of necromancer build, which is better for attacking enemies. That's a build where you have the Frunery Pick equipped, the Iron Rose and the Stewart's Greaves. Everything else is the same. So that's the build you want to have equipped on the host, the necromancer, your alternate, and your main account. Your main account wants to have the leveling build, which is the Griswold's Protection, Lidless Wall, and the Illusory Boots. And all you'll keep doing, once character gets to level 70 on your main, you'll have them drop out so it saves. What you want to do first is put all your items in the chest, because it makes it easy to when you come in with another class, then they can just grab all the items out of the chest again. Otherwise you'll have to keep switching back and dropping them, and just keep doing that, then leveling each character to level 70. Right, so I'm ready to go. I will be doing this a little bit backwards just because I've already done this, guys. But as long as your host is the one that you don't want to level, and your local co-op, your guest, is your main account you want to keep changing classes on, it should all work out fine. Like I say, your host, the one you're going to keep the same class, he wants to be Necromancer and wants a sort of Necromancer build, a stronger build, and whoever you're leveling on your main account at the moment, they just want to have the sort of leveling build. So this is a build where the Necromancer build, where it's going to be attacking, and this is a build which you'll have on every class. Just any class you want to level, everyone will equip that, so don't worry. Once you're ready, you just open up the rift, and you'll only be just go on the yellow one, the top one. Like I say, make sure you're on Torment 6, and you'll be able to level each character within about 5 minutes. Yeah, it's that quick. About 5 minutes it will take. Just make sure you're always moving, don't stop, just keep moving, attacking the enemies, and you should be good. So you know how to use the build, just keep moving along. Most of your skeletons should do most of the work, but you'll find you'll probably need to start attacking enemies now with the Siphon ability. You can see the gauge on the left. Basically the boss will end when you fill that gauge on the left. But you can see how quick my co-op player is leveling on Torment 6 with this build, so quick. Like I say, just keep moving. Keep moving, guys. 57 already. 57 already. Look how much we're doing, like 1 billion damage. You find with the Siphon ability, it's sometimes a bit quicker to spam it. When you spam the button, the actual Blood Nova doesn't trigger as much. It's 62 already, we're not even halfway through the gauge yet. Yeah, there'll normally be you normally have to go through a few areas to fill the gauge, and there'll normally be a door, a passage down to the next level. So quick, this is so quick. 66 already. This is quite a big area. I'm not sure if we're going to have to actually drop down here. 67, we're getting there. Keep an eye out for these pylons, you can grab them if you see any when you pass. Now we're getting close, 85%. Oh, there it is, there's the door, there's the door. Unstable passage number 2. Okay, this is the one, this is where we level up from that. Even when you return to town, you'll get a load of XP as well when you return to town. %extra experience from that pylon. 69. Oh, there comes the Rift Guardian. Did he kill him? Oh, there it is. Right, 69. Look how close we are. I'm just gonna get over 70. And there we go, guys. We just get them to level 70. Level 70. Now, the way I change character, you can do it the way where you put everything in the box, but I like to do it this way. Keep your main account on, and with your the host, leave the host and then go over to the main account, your guest, the main account controller, and then just drop all the items that you're using. I just find this way a bit quicker, because then the class you are leveling, he keeps all the items as well then. Yeah, remember it needs to be the build which anybody can equip. And then once I've dropped them all, I just log out. This is the guest, by the way, don't log out with the host. And then you just come back in with a new class. So I just leveled up the Necromancer to level 70. Yeah, you just come back in with a new class. So I just leveled up the Necromancer to level 70. So now I create a new warrior. Let's go for Witch Doctor. With the introduction of the Necromancer, by the way, you only have to level up 6. You don't have to level up every class. It used to be, but because there's 7 now, you only have to level up 6. So here he is. He's naked, but no fear because we've got these items. Yeah, so now he'll equip them, and he'll be good to go. The reason I like to do this before we leave is so you equip most automatically. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, the reason I like to do this, so once you've done that, back over to your main, which is your main host, and then we'll walk back to town. Yeah, because when you walk back to town and hand in the rift, you get a lot of XP just from that. You'll see here, and then you just talk to this guy, Auric, and he'll give you a load of XP as well. Yeah, I don't know why I got such a little bit. Probably depends on your level. Yeah, and there you go, guys. And then go back in, do another rift. You see at the top of the screen, sometimes you have to wait for the rift to close 20 seconds. If you just quit and then load it back up, it'll reset that, and you can go straight back in without having to wait for it to count down. There you go, and you're ready to go again to level up another class. So it takes literally about 5 minutes to level each class, and you can do this yourself. You don't need to worry about anybody else. So that's it, guys. That will be it for part 2. The trophies you'll be getting dashing through the rift, which is for finishing a rift within 15 minutes. You'll be getting just rifting, which is kill 500 monsters. That'll count for both of you, by the way. Even if you're not getting the kills, so don't worry, you will still get that. Dream Team reach level 70 with 6 different classes, and Curse Your Enthusiasm, kill 5,000 cursed enemies. But you should have already got that from going through the main quest and killing enemies as you go. And once you've done this part, every other part after this, guys, you'll be doing it all completely solo, so no more messing about with another local player. And yeah, that's it for part 2, guys. There's not much more to go. Part 3 will just be clearing up a lot of the missed trophies, a lot of the smaller ones, and part 4 will just be a bit of an exclamation on what I find to be the best way to farm the bounties, and that's going to be the biggest grind, the bounties, I'm afraid. Yeah, you're looking at about 5 hours. Just grinding bounties. It's very boring. It's nice to begin with, and you may find it nicer doing it online with somebody else, but just doing it yourself, very boring. But yeah, I do wish they made it 100 bounties would have been nice, not bloody 500. But that's it, guys, for part 2. I'll see you again on part 3.